for today's match. First for the visitors from Ocean County, number 1, Madison Todd. Number 3, Vic Asamina. Number 5, Leilani Burgess. Number 7, Laura Baker. Number 9, Juliana Cummings. Number 10, Ariana Lindbergh. Number 11, Isabella Silva. Number 13, Taylor Lewis. Number 14, Melissa Duff. Number 19, Natalie Priest. Number 24, Dana Munoz. Head coach of the Vikings is Brianna Cassidy, assisted by John Eklund and Jessica Brown. And now the starting line, number 1, Ryan Brown. Number 2, Sam Saka. Number 4, Megan Ziegler. Number 5, Alyssa Lauer. Number 6, Rio Landworth. Number 8, Ava Pino. Number 9, Bryn Manley. Number 10, Bella Moore. Number 14, Allie Blankenship. Number 15, Casey Marshall. And number 24, Rael Marshall. The head coach of the Roadrunners is Stephen Hart, assisted by Kenyatta Collins, Nikki Tricoci, and Greta Farstead. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem. Tonight's Junior College Athletic Association, along with Region 19 and the Garden State Athletic Conference, and Rowan College of South Jersey are committed to the ideals of good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are joining you here from the Roadrunner Complex in Sewell. We've got a nationally ranked matchup today between the Ocean County Vikings and the RCSJ Roadrunners. Stephen Hart and crew coming into this game, coming off of a big winning streak. Now they're back home. Not a lot of home matches for either the men's team or the women's team this week, so we have been keeping a relatively light schedule. But here and ready to go. And we've got ourselves a good one here on this Tuesday afternoon as we kick off the month of October for the Roadrunners. Here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting, the Roadrunner Network will carry the volleyball match tomorrow night versus Middlesex. For the Vikings so far this year, they are on an undefeated 5-0. With wins over Sussex County, Union College, Bergen, Atlantic Cape, and Brookdale. The Ocean County Vikings have not surrendered a goal this entire season to this point. We've got 90 minutes of Garden State Athletic Conference soccer underway here from Sewell. Getting tripped up a little bit there. Bella Moore sends it out to the far sideline. The Roadrunners this year have surrendered a couple of games in the month of September, but they've also played more matches. These two teams have the same number of wins at 5, but that is all that she has written for Ocean County. They are 5-0, but RCSJ sitting at 5-2-1. Started off the year 0-2 with losses to Harford and Mercer County. Followed that up with a split versus two separate New York community colleges. Fashion Tech with a 3-0 win, and then Suffolk back on Sunday the 8th was a 1-1 draw. They beat Middlesex by a score of 11-3, and then followed that up with a 8-0 blanking of Sussex County, which ended up resulting in 19 goals and just 3 surrendered across back-to-back games. A 1-0 win over RCSJ Cumberland on the 17th, which was over at the Cumberland Tech Complex. That was easily the better game of the day, to say the least, in that doubleheader. A first half screamer goal ended up being the only score of the day, and that was only after like a phantom 3 seconds were added back on the clock. An unusual scene, to say the least, but it ended up being the decider in that first doubleheader game back on the 17th. Their last match was on the 26th, last Thursday, with a 5-1 win over at Union College in their night out for the Owls. As we said, for Ocean County, they have won all 5 of their matches this year, 3 of them on the road. 3-0 win over Sussex, 5-0 each over Union and Bergen, 7-0 over Atlantic Cape, and 6-0 most recently over Brookdale on the 26th. They were supposed to play Hagerstown at home, but that got canceled last Saturday, the 28th, with rain in the area. Getting tripped up there, no foul, and Graham picks that one up. But if you're counting the math at home, Ocean County has scored 26 goals this year and has surrendered 0. So we'll see if RCSJ, as the nationally ranked program that they are, can break through, potentially deliver that first goal. Nasatka's over with a chance to make this happen, but it goes right over. And put the pressure on, but just couldn't get it through. Taken in goal by number 1, Madison Todd. Ocean County creating some space. Goes over to the near sideline for number 15, Alyssa Duff, out of Central Regional. Taking a shoulder there and a foul. That'll go on number 10, Ariana McMahon of Toms River East, who has picked up no goals but 5 assists on season, and 5 points total. 17 shots on goal for McMahon this year. And that one gets punted out to the sideline by Isabella Silva. I mean, most of these players from Ocean County residing in the Shore Conference, Southern Regional, a lot of the Toms River schools. You've got a Toms River North, South, and East. And your goalkeeper, as we said, Madison Todd, coming out of Beechwood and Toms River South, the freshman. All 5 games played this year and 7 total saves. So that kick by Misaki was Todd's 8th of her collegiate career. And that one gets taken in by Graham.
Did you guys do it? Oh, I heard Space Mountain for
We're walking off. She says, let's do it again. I said,
Graham, the sophomore out of Williamstown. It goes without saying she's had a lot more saves this year. If Ocean County has had 7, that is a testament to how good the defense is. But she is up to 65 saves going into this game. This one's going to roll through. And speaking of saves, that's a goal for the Vikings as they break through in the 6th minute. Not sure who got the goal on that one, but that now leads 27 unanswered goals on the campaign for Ocean County as they are still riding a season-long shutout. And this makes it a 1-0 Ocean County lead here early in the first. Just over midfield. Back to Alyssa Lauer and Rael Marshall. Natalie Christie on possession there. Another one out of Toms River South. Stopped by Ocean and Asamina. Rolls out to the sideline. This will be thrown in by the Roadrunners and by Bryn Danley. That takes a shot. We got a foul.
Ocean goal scored by number 15, Alyssa Duff. Assist number 24, Dan Wilkins, time of the goal, 6 minutes.
So just got confirmation that is Alyssa Duff. You heard over there from the public address and Mike Wolverton. That is her 3rd goal of the year, and along with 4 assists, she's up to 10 points on the campaign already. She scored a goal apiece in the 5-0 win over Bergen on the 14th and a goal over Atlantic Cape 7-0 on September the 17th, a couple of Tuesdays ago. Shoots through the middle at midfield. Ocean gets this one back with Duff battling against Megan Zeger as well. Graham calls for it. She'll bring it back. But if there's one thing the Roadrunners, need to realize is that they need to step it up on defense, and obviously that first goal doesn't, put yourself in the best position, but if you can trade that off on offense, get a couple goals back, it's a tall order. It goes over the head of Bella Moore. But like we were saying, when your goalie goes into the game with just 7 saves, and also 0 goals surrendered, I think that shows how good Ocean County's defense is. You can have a proactive offense by all means, but if it ends up being a case of not having that, not having that proactiveness on the offensive side of the ball, then we'll see what RCSJ will have in store for the next 36 minutes of this half and the 45 that follow. Again, tipped over to number 13, Taylor Lewis, also of Bayville. RCSJ remaining passion on the sidelines. That one goes over to Landworth. Rael Marshall intercepts that drive by Ocean. Duff gets a foot on it again. Popped up to Moore, who takes it on the head. We'll see what she can set up here. She's got heavy traffic on the Vikings defense. Leaning into that is Allison Blankenship of Washington Township. Marshall again showing that prowess on the defensive side of the ball and in the backfield, but Ocean County does hang on the possession. Again, Marshall sends it out. Ocean County gets the lead touch on that one with Juliana Cummings. Mostly overcast day here in Sewell. 71 degrees at opening kickoff. Another chance for Ocean County to break this one through. Didn't get it though, just missed to the left. It got past Graham and a little bit of a shuffle over in the box. Ends up falling short. So Graham will send this one away after the near miss. Ocean County again with a chance. They kind of handed to them for Duff again. Roadrunners trying to send this one out. This one goes over everybody's head and out of play. Vikings throw it in. Looks like on the last touch there was Lauer. This will set up our first corner of the day. It'll be taken by Ariana McMahon. As we said, no goals but 5 assists on the season. This certainly could be number 6 if she can connect here. It's up, not gonna go back the other way. Seeger charging through again. Works through the traffic. She has not passed the ball away yet. And it goes right back to Ocean County. She takes a shot off the face. Over towards Hart. The Roadrunners sideline. A couple players taking a fall, and we've got some whistles flying. Ocean County again winning that one on defense.
Get on it!
And now trying to flip that into an offensive success. Again, Lewis took the shot from deep, didn't go. Here comes another one to the left. I believe, with McMahon who took that one, ends up going far to the left of Graham and the goalposts.
Oh, yeah, it's totally.
Just when the ball goes behind the net, just try and throw it.
Graham keeps it on the ground back to Marshall. And back over to Lauer of Gloucester County Christian formerly. McMahon. And Graham again rolling over to the left.
All right, White, come on, girls! Stay with it, girls! Nice, Fred!
Is this the skate?
That's it, White!
No, that's not it. That's Cumberland.
Go, girls! That's it,
So
White!
this is on YouTube on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. You could just search that up. That's the Cumberland game.
Where would that game be played?
You mean?
Like where they play? I thought it was
No. I assume that whatever that game is at Cumberland. Yeah, but
Sorry, but
sorry, I thought you were talking about where the live stream was.
my niece is playing them at their own field.
Oh. Yeah. That was an interesting exchange. He's got to get back to his car because that's about a 25-minute drive down to Vineland, where that Cumberland game is. Roadrunners setting this one up, and they're going to say that's a no-go. Todd lines this one back out. Vikings with first touch. Well, Marshall got a hit on that. Blankenship. On the ground to Lauer. And now Vikings match in a 3-on-1, trying to charge towards the net. Graham puts that one up on a scoop.
Stay with it!
Vikings trying to bring this one back again. No cigar on that. All it really is just like I don't really need it. It's just like I'm literally just pressing buttons. So you would just be wasting your time because you'd be staring at it for nothing. So
I'm just sitting right over there. Okay.
you're fine. Don't worry about it.
I've never seen that.
It was empty.
Never seen
Graham is going to get ready to send this one away. Taking a bit of a fall.
Fight for it. You got it.
That one will be sent out to the near sideline. A couple of subs coming in. Nasadke will be subbed out for the Roadrunners, and that'll bring in Riley Kogan, formerly of Deptford High. Headed by McMahon, heading back to the Roadrunner defense with Marshall.
Get to it, White! That's it, White! That's it! Get to it! You got it!
Ziegler has some space. Crosses over to the right, past. Back to Pino.
That's it, Case!
Casey Marshall again back over to Blankenship. And Pino again on the possession. Crossing this one past midfield. A little shoulder-to-shoulder action, but that doesn't stop nobody. That is a bit of a harder hit than most, but no foul. And then another one, but that one's out of play. So some physicality on defense does not go unnoticed.
Yeah, keep on it!
Ocean brings this one back.
Right, that's it! Keep fighting for it, girls! Jerry! Stay on it! Come on, White! Take it! That's it!
White bring it back and across midfield, but did not succeed there. Over to Silva now. And that's out of play.
Fight for it, White!
That one is way up and way out. This broadcast is brought to you by our good friends over at Garden State Pet Center. Keep your pet happy and healthy today with the most organic food products available in South Jersey. Visit 7 days a week along with toys, cages, accessories, and much more. Visit 7 days a week at 226 South Whitehorse Pike in Audubon. Bella Todd goes to the left and picks this one up for the Vikings. Popped up, had a little bit of unorthodox backspin. That'll be a foul on Moore. She shakes her head a little bit in some dissent, in some silent dissent. And McMahon will send this one away on a free kick for the Vikings. It's a great boot on it.
Stay on it!
And Ocean remains in possession. On the pass from Natalie Christie over to Rory Hagan. That one just missed ground. And more subs coming in for Ocean this time. Don't forget, our next broadcast will be tomorrow for some late night action. We've got, of course, our usual Wednesday sim racing at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Score League, the simulated competitive online racing experience. That stream starts at 9 p.m. on Wednesday. And then we've got Thursday night soccer between Pittman and Audubon starting at 4:45.
White, stay on it!
That's boys soccer at the high school level between Pittman and Audubon. That's a double header, but we are only covering the men's game at 4:45. Then our Friday Night Lights is going to be special up in Burlington County. It's the Florence Flashes and the Cinnamonson Pirates. 6 o'clock on Friday, October 4th. And then Saturday, October 5th is the 3-year anniversary of DWB's founding. Our first ever live stream was on October 5th, 2021 in a 6-0 boys soccer match between Gloucester and Audubon. 3 years later, we celebrate that with a football doubleheader, starting off with Camden Eastside versus Pennsauken at 12, and then Rumson Fairhaven versus Manchester Township in Shore Conference play at 6 o'clock. Kind of a delayed shot, works through the traffic. The shot got bobbled, and now Todd hangs on to it. But just kind of a delayed reaction there, and that allowed Todd to be able to work through the traffic and save that ball with 20 minutes left in the first half. This will be thrown in by the Roadrunners. Kind of funny how baseball is doing their batting practice to the left, and they've got people standing out beyond the outfield wall just in case a ball from a righty gets real far out of there, since they do have a soccer game going on right now. You don't want to overcomplicate things with a soccer ball and a baseball. McMahon has some space, and a one-hopper right to McMahon right to Graham will be fired back out to Bella Moore. And back to Pino. McMahon has been a star of the show tonight. And that rolls right up to our right. You can hear a lot of the unfiltered banter and chatter on the field. These guys working through an intense first half. That one rolls out. But in the 6th minute, Ocean County had their first goal of the day. But like we said, I mean, it has been just history is on the side of the Vikings, where they have not allowed a single goal in their 5 matches this season. They have scored 27 without conceding any goals. And maybe with RCSJ being ranked, maybe that tide changes for Bella Todd and the Vikings, and you know, maybe the blue and white can get something on the board and get something going. Both teams with a good track record so far. Here comes a good cross over the middle. Finds some space on the opposite side towards Hart. Misaki back in, sliding over. That one's out of bounds, and she'll throw in quickly. Back to Pino. Took a slide but whiffs. Now some more space being made for Marshall. She takes a shot and is to the right of Todd. So they're putting on the pressure just a little bit. Vikings will send it away. Roadrunners got first touch on the possession. Some nice back and forth here for the blue and white. Ocean is somehow just clawing their way over. Rael Marshall takes care of it. But again, Ocean again with the possession. Breaking through two defenders to Dana Munoz. I think there was definitely some disagreement. I think it was from the Ocean side, to be honest. Header misses. Marshall has it on the ground. Graham picks it up for the save. I mean, she's got to be up towards 70 saves now. Like we said, she came into this game with 65 saves. And keep in mind, she has played 3 more matches, but she's been putting the defense on her back for a little while now. And that's out. Bit of a late whistle there, but they end up making sure that one stays right.
Bolton, scoop up everything. Every ball. Get to him.
To be thrown in by the Vikings and by Lewis. Falling down with the shot is Munoz. To the nearest sideline. This one might stay in, and it will. Now it goes back out. Roadrunners make a change. Looks like Zeger's back in. And they'll sub out Lauer. And the Roadrunners will have possession here, so they will throw it back. Just a hair over 14 minutes left in the first half. Ocean County leads 1-0 over the Roadrunners with a 6-minute goal. That one got past Graham, but she ends up stopping it.
Come on, White, play smart.
This will be a corner taken by McMahon. Ocean's second corner of the afternoon. It's up. Overshot the goal, and this one is actually not even going to be touched by anybody but McMahon, and it goes out to the other corner. Over onto that construction site that they've got going on over at Rowan Medicine and their nursing school. Look at our guy in action there, Colin Conway. He is working hard. Our good friend Colin Conway. Retreating and sending that back to Graham. Roadrunners trying to get back in step. Zeger getting challenged, but brings it back over to Casey Marshall. Again, creating some space on the offensive front, but it's taken in. RCSJ gets a foot on it. Back to Moore. They're going to say it's still in play. She takes a shot, got deflected. They're going to have another chance for Marshall. Kind of working backwards again here. Here comes the shot. Goes out to the left of goalkeeper time. As that one was taken by Bryn Danley. Danley with 2 goals this year, 4 points total. 4 goals coming against RCSJ Cumberland. That big moment there in the first half of that doubleheader at Cumberland Tech, and then a goal in the game after on the 26th at Union.
Yeah, that's it, White.
That one will take a couple hops and roll out of bounds.
Fight for it, that's it.
Ocean whiffed on it.
Pressure.
We'll see who has possession here. will be Ocean who throws it in. Throw from Lewis is headed down. Back to Blankenship. Moore finds some space, but the only defenders present are the ones in navy and white. That one goes out to the far sideline.
Way to go back to it, Megan.
That one almost got through everybody. Ocean picks it up on the back defensive front. Some back and forth here. Just Roadrunners need to start moving the ball in a forward direction. Goes back to Graham. Marshall got blocked by Maisano. But it goes back to Christie.
That's what it's from.
Marshall over to Blankenship. Now back over to number 6, Landwehr. Taking a hit there. This one's out of bounds. And no whistles there, so no foul. This broadcast is brought to you by our good friends over at Harper Driving School. Over 95% of students who pass their or take their New Jersey State driving test with Harper pass on the first attempt. If you like those odds, you can book an appointment today at Suite E of the Total Turf Complex in Pittman, right off of Lambs Road. So we're going to have a third throw in here. Just can't get it out from hugging the sideline. Ziegler will send this back to Graham, creating some space. Keeps it on the ground, but Roadrunners very spaced out on the offensive side right here. And they've got to get it across midfield, and again, when you're facing off against a defense this good, so good in fact that they haven't allowed a goal all season, you know, you have to get pretty creative in how your defensive game plan works so that you can somehow get on the board, whether it's drawing penalties or, you know, forcing corners. That one again goes to Todd. But part of, I mean, most of it isn't their fault. It's just how Ocean has played defensively. You know, they have controlled most of the possessions, and most of the plays that RCSJ has tried to string together have ended up being intercepted by the second or third pass. And Ocean driving again. Putting the pressure on, we've got a tango, and no foul again. We've got a player down. That one gets sent out. Brianna Mers was down there. Were they going to stop the clock? Okay, they do bring in the subs. I thought they were going to stop the clock at first, but that player Mers got up okay. And Graham will send us away with 7:15 left in the first half. Keeps it on a low profile as Marshall sends this one out, and it is almost caught by the Ocean County coach.
Hey, Mike, keep fighting for it, girls!
Everything for a reason, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so
Come on, get on that!
There's a shot. Graham knocks it down, and it goes out of play.
Yeah, this party was happening. So we were just dressed and kind of hanging out.
This will be another corner, it appears, for McMahon and the Vikings. Their third of the day so far. They're 0 for 2 on them But as they like to say, third time's the charm. Let's see what they can pull off here. McMahon, Graham, I think, got a hand on that to block it. And they're going to do it a fourth time. We'll keep the wide angle shot so that you guys can see the curve on this. A quick change being made for the Roadrunners. Oh, my apologies. I did not see that the clock stopped. Stopped at 5:54. Graham couldn't stop it. That's a goal, Vikings. So on the fourth corner of the afternoon and in the first half, McMahon, who has taken all four, drives home the goal and makes it 2-0 Vikings. As finally, after 5 assists, McMahon picks up her first goal. And that stops everything with just under 6 minutes left. It is 2-0 in favor of the Vikings.
Okay, White, shake it off and let's go.
And you can make that 28 unanswered goals for Ocean County this year. I mean, it is very impressive what Ocean County has been capable of this season. The fact that they have now competed in 6 matches. They've got about a half to go in match number 6, where they have, you know, had all of these consecutive shutouts, even versus teams that may not be as favorable. It's important to see the beauty in how, you know, you can get 5 shutouts in a row and, you know, put up 5, 6, 7 goals every night, even versus very good teams like RCSJ. You know, we've seen that action in motion where they've really shut them down on offense at every turn and have really not given Isabella Todd much pressure, although it might change here because we've got some space past midfield. Looks like Bella Moore back at it again. Over in the corner, Todd reaches up and takes care of it. Riley Cogan was there just in case the ball went through her hands, but instead,
Shake it up. Come on,
no cigar there, and with 4.5 minutes, she punts this one away on a goal kick, lands exactly at midfield at the white stripe. And Ocean County driving again. Not going to be on a corner this time, but Graham takes care of the line drive, sinking.
Ocean County goes for number 5, Leilani Burgess. Assist number 10, Ariana McMahon. Out of the goal, 40 minutes.
So there you go. In the 40th minute, Ocean County extends their lead to 2-0. After a 6-minute goal by the Vikings, they now add on at the bookend of each of this first half, and finding themselves with a 2-0 lead, getting ready for the halftime break. We've got under 4 minutes now to play in the first.
Keep shooting, boys. That's okay. Come on, girls. Keep shooting. Keep fighting.
Taking a roll and a foul. She immediately put up her hands to be like, what in the world are we talking about here? And RCSJ will benefit from that.
Get there, White.
And another rollover and another foul. So a little mano-y-mano action here with under 3 minutes now in the first. Ocean County's trying to figure out. Yeah, so both teams make a sub. We were just confused there for a second because the ball was sitting there. We were about to get ready to go, and then Ocean County had their own question from the sideline, and we're like, okay, do we bring it in? What do we do here? This is going to be another corner. Not taken by McMahon this time. It'll instead be by Christie. Low angle, misses. That'll roll over into the parking lot. This is going to be another goal kick consecutively. The 6th for the Vikings. RCSJ has not taken a corner kick at any point tonight, as Graham takes that one on no bounces whatsoever. Ocean County gets possession back. We've got a hair over a minute left in the first half. Kogan is there. Now rolling over over the middle with under a minute left. Pino cuts over to the right. Vikings take the possession back. Rael Marshall keeps it on the ground to Pino. 30 seconds now. Taking a dive, they're going to stop the clock. They stop it at 24.6, and we've got a yellow card. Yeah, so bit of tripping action there. And Roadrunners pick up a yellow. So here's a... Okay, they're going to move this over a little bit to where it's closer to the spot of the foul. Back to Lewis with 24 seconds left. Going to have time to form one or two more plays together. That one rolls out to the right past Graham. And with 12 seconds left, that should bring us to the end of the first half, as Graham will bring this one back to her post, quickly sending off a kick to Marshall. And Ocean County, at the end of the first half, will lead 2-0 with bookended goals, one in the 6th minute and then a second one in the 40th off of a corner kick by Ariana McMahon. And the Ocean County Vikings, who have still not surrendered a goal at any point in this 2024 season, continue to keep that streak alive. They lead 2-0. We'll be right back here on DWB right after this break. In life, the road ahead is full of possibilities, but to navigate it safely, you need the right skills. Harper Driving School is the premier driving school serving Gloucester, Salem, and Camden counties. With experienced instructors, many of whom are teachers in local schools, we are dedicated to your success and will help you master the road with confidence. With an over 95% success rate of students passing their road test on their first try, you know your student will be in good hands while embarking on a huge step of their young adult lives, all while avoiding the lines at the DMV and getting insurance discounts.
We chose Harper, and so should you.
Garden State Pet Center is an independently owned full-service pet store. Our specialty is promoting companionship between people and animals by providing the healthiest product choices available, including all-natural foods, supplements that support and relieve health issues, and innovative products for pet parents. Our goal is to provide our customers with a relaxing environment, and while we're not striving to be the biggest store on the East Coast, we're striving to be the best. No other pet store will make you feel at home like we do. At Garden State Pet Center, we view pets as members of the family. We don't believe in fast, high-pressure sales sales, but instead matching up the right pet with the right owners, as you are making a lifelong commitment. Together with our team members, we would like your visit to our store to be both enjoyable and educational. Simply drop in and take a look around. View the birds, reptiles, small animals, toys, food, cages, and miscellaneous items. Learn of the services we have to offer and decide for yourself if this is the store you'd like to call your home away from home.
Victor Santucci, owner of Garden State Pet Center. Visit us today at 226 South Whitehorse Pike in Audubon, New Jersey. We're open 7 days a week for all of your pets' needs.
BB and Copsetta trading a couple looks. They know what's going on. Full count. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Just like they drew it up in Hollywood. Caladros, the 3-2. Swing and a miss! And the Audubon Green Wave have upset the Kingsway Dragons in the Ralph Shaw Classic 26th annual. They are back on top for the first.
Launches one foul. See, Mostero's doing us a service here. Or excuse me, D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro's doing us a service here. He's letting us have this conversation by having a long at-bat. But a lot of people are still caught up in the D1 or bust mentality. Listen to this crowd. Listen to this crowd. We'll talk about that later. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Clapping it up here for the Roadrunners. 2-2. Here's a fly ball out towards center field. This one's going back, and this one is gone! 3-run homer! D'Alessandro! And it's a 1-run game at the crack of the bat. 5-4. 3-run shot to center field. Trailing towards the right center, and the cleanup man does exactly what the position orders. Cleaning up. And he does it incredibly well with a 5-4 game. He battles for 11 pitches. They were able to get out unscathed in the 3rd, but now the 4th isn't looking so kind. There's a high drive, deep center, way back, and it is out of here! John Pelosi! 3-run home run! He's left the building to dead center! And John Perosi's blown this game wide open. Have yourself a celebration, Johnny.
Will lead it off for the Senators. All right, back on air and back on action here from Sewell as it's 2-0 in favor of the Vikings. The visiting Ocean County Vikings. A goal in the 6th minute by number 15, Alyssa Duff, and another one by Ariana McMahon in the 40th minute.
Do that in the hustle.
Have been the goals so far in this first half, but now we begin half number 2 as Masaka has possession for RCSJ.
Get it in.
Kind of a delay. We were, at least the players were unsure what had happened there, but now things seem to be resolved.
That's it! Fight for it! Keep going! That's it!
Yeah! Out in!
Todd takes it and pops this one up.
Win it! Yeah, White! Let's go! Up!
That one gets kicked out of play.
Vikings, let's go! I like it.
Good move by Nazadka. She's got a bright smile on her face.
Get on that. Yeah, Ray. Come on, girls. Let's go.
Vikings have a lot of space. Cut this one out to the right.
Don't wait for it. Go for it.
Sarah, sums up by 2. Let's go.
Over on the far sideline, Roadrunners driving this one past with Ziegler.
White. Stay on it.
Blankenship back to Marshall. Vikings are going to create a new possession into this one. Again, back to Ziegler, who's kind of been, you know, a free roamer in this second half so far. She has covered a lot of ground. Now back to Ocean County again. Moore took that one. Seems like a little bit of dissent again with Ocean County. I don't think they were happy about something. I'm not sure what, to be quite frank with you. Ocean County back with possession again. To Rory Hagan. Finds the space. Marshall is back there. And boots this one back to Graham. But this sets up Hagan again. And will set up Leilani Borges. And that one's out of play. Tried to get something going there, but no cigar.
In the air, White.
And this will be a goal kick for Moon. And we got a foul.
Keep fighting for it, White. Come on, White.
About 5 minutes elapsed here in the second half. Ocean County leads 2-0. Blankenship gets a foot on it, headed by the Vikings.
Stay on it. Yeah, White. Get to it. Get to it. Yeah, Bryn.
One's out of play. Went up to the top of the hill,
All right, White,
and we'll
let's
go
go.
right back
Come on,
down.
girls. Keep on it. You got this.
Vikings throw this one in, again hugging that near sideline. Roll out.
Come on, girls.
Get some height on it.
Stay on it.
A header that goes straight down. A shoulder. McMahon sending the shoulder packed in. A whiff and a save by Graham. Graham rolls this one out to the left.
Play your game, White.
And the Roadrunners after today are going to have a handful of important matches on the way. In fact, after today, they only have 6 matches remaining. Oh, taking a shot there. That one goes down. So it's Bergen on the 5th and Lehigh Carbon on the 8th, back-to-back road matches, and then Brookdale on the 12th, Atlantic Cape on the 15th, and then back-to-back matches between Essex County on the 17th and Fashion Tech again on October 20th. I'm surprised that they're playing for a second time unless that game on the website is a typo, but it is scheduled for 2 o'clock on Sunday, October 20th to close out the regular season. So that'll be interesting, but for these guys, they've still got a handful of home matches to go at the Roadrunner Complex. And for Ocean County, for their remainder of their women's soccer schedule here in 2024, they still have a couple of matches to go through as well. They play Lehigh Carbon at home on the 3rd. They are away at Essex on the 8th. They're home to RC Cumberland on the 10th, home to Suffolk on the 12th, away at Middlesex over in Milltown on the 16th of October. That's a Wednesday. And they close out the season away at Mercer on Saturday, October 19th. So I believe the 20th or the 21st is the last day that Garden State Athletic Conference games can be played if there's any cancellations or postponements. That's going to be a foul on the Roadrunners.
It's all right, girls. Don't even think about it. Just White. Keep playing.
A header might create some trouble here as Graham slides. Players are down, and Graham is not happy at all. Graham is livid after that call. And obviously trying to plead her case. She is not happy at all. And some of her teammates came to her defense. I mean, as soon as that happened, you saw arms went up in the air. And just getting a little hug there from Marshall.
All right, Lauren, you got this.
Clock is stopped with 35-25, and so Ocean County will do the usual do-si-do, the one-on-one. As this will be sent away by number 24, Dana Munoz of Lakewood. Here we go, chance to make it 3-0. And it is off the hand, and she's got it. Made some contact, but just couldn't finish.
It's all right. Shake it off.
Hold on. Time's going to get stopped here. I think Graham's going to get carded here for some extracurriculars, and she will. So she'll get the yellow card.
Shake it off. Play your game.
I mean, it's a 3-0 game here, but the last thing that the Roadrunners want is to have to bring in a substitute goalie. She is the only goalie rostered, at least you know, on the men's team. You've got Martinelli and Wall and
Don't let this get in your head.
you know, your three potential goalies, but she's the only one that's rostered. So unfortunately, some extracurriculars get the Roadrunners in trouble, and it's 3-0 Vikings as they add on another. But she is the rah-rah player of this RCSJ team. She gets the most emotions out probably of any player that we've seen on this team. And hey, she'll go to bat for her teammates, and she is the you know, a staunch defender of her teammates. And while that has its benefits, sometimes ends up being a little bit of an overreach. This will be a corner by Ocean County, and it will again be taken by McMahon. So a chance to extend the lead even further after the PK. Munoz had a great shot there. Got blocked on the left hand by Graham, and then on the subsequent bounce went in and made it 3-0. That goal kick, or that corner kick rather, does not go. But RCSJ has to find a way to get themselves out of a defensive gap.
Stay on it, White! That's it!
Got to get themselves across midfield first, which they will do here. But it's a lot of moving parts, obviously. And when they're not all working together, ends up changing things a little bit here. Kogan will get a shot off, and it's to the left of Isabella Todd.
Pressure.
Keep it up, girls!
A sub coming in for the Roadrunners. Or excuse me, for the Vikings. And clock is going to stop for a player down on the Ocean side.
Right, keep in your head space. Keep a good head space.
I did some. I contacted
So that Ocean County player being attended to by the athletic trainer for RCSJ. Clock is stopped with 33:28 left in the half. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back after this. Will lead it off for the Senators. Chase Rollins, the player manager for CHP, gets it started with a ball upstairs, and we are underway in game. That one is hit well out towards left, and it is gone off the top of the goalpost. Shane Adamski with a thunderous start to his playoff series. Second pitch of the game, a solo homer to left, and before I could even write the first name down in my scorecard, it's 1-0. All right, so back in action. After the injury to Ocean County's number 11, Isabella Silva. She ended up getting up, and even though she was walking gingerly, she still walked off under her own power. Sadka is there. Again, probably going to need a straighter angle to the goalpost.
Stay on it, girls! That's it, Case!
Vikings kind of get stopped in their tracks there. Went back to Munoz, who took the
Come on, White! Get on the ball!
penalty kick that gave the Vikings a 3-0 lead. They're going to call off. Even Graham was a little surprised by that.
Go! Come on!
And Graham's trying to police herself again. Already had a yellow card for what we call the magic words. Don't want to run into that same issue again. Potentially get yourself into more trouble. Blankenship passes over to Danley.
Nice work, White! Keep on it, White! Keep on it! Go!
Goes to the right side past Bella Todd. Looks like this is going to be a corner for the Roadrunners, their first of the day. And Ava Pino will be the one to send it away. Also have to be worried a little bit about the angle since it is relatively windy. Let's see what she's got. With 31 minutes and counting left in the second half. This one might be a little short. It actually looks pretty good, and Todd hangs on to it. There's a reason why she's commanded 5 shutouts in a row, is shots like that, handling grace under pressure. Isabella Todd keeps this game in a 3-0 favor for the Vikings. On the ground of Marshall. But that grass looking very green now that it rained a couple days ago. It's been cloudy. And now the sun is back in action. Here comes nice backspin to Silva. Back across the middle of the pitch again. And Marshall is there. Again on a couple of hops to Todd. Takes care of that. And what did we say about the passion? We've been hearing it very vocally from Graham all night. And that's a good thing. You know, don't get it twisted. It's a good thing to be passionate. Just sometimes if you say the wrong words, the passion will specifically get you in trouble. That ball got tipped. And it's back to Blankenship, who will send this back to Graham. And a return to sender here, as that one keeps a low profile.
One more, go. Got room for one more. Go.
Casey Marshall has room. Cuts to the left. We're going to have a foul here. Ocean County not happy with it. But seemed relatively normal.
Follow it in.
It's be a free kick for Marshall and for the Roadrunners. Or excuse me, not for Marshall, but for number 9. Good angle on it, and right to Bella Todd. And that is what we in the baseball world call a can of corn. And Danley picked that one up perfectly and had a great angle on it. Now Roadrunners getting it back with Nasadka. But no luck there. You can see Ocean, she had to cover up her face with her jersey for a second there as she took a shot. Now is able to hang on to it. 2 subs coming in for the Vikings with 26:45 and counting in the second half.
Go!
That's it! Come on, boys! Stay on it! That's it! Stay in there! Come on, White! Fight for it!
Graham rushing in. Now ends up taking care of business there. Back to Danley. Again, driving across midfield with Pino.
Step up to it. That's it,
It's got some space. Roadrunners again holding on to the possession with Danley passing it back to Blankenship. Nasadka gets denied, and Ocean has it again. This one finds its space, and it will very slowly roll out. Marshall will throw in. Gets past everybody.
Come on, girls! Go right! That's it! Get it back! Let's go! Come on, White! Win it! That's it!
And we've got a tangle and a whistle. One of the things that I was going to note is that sunset here in Sewell is 6:41. I mean, it's still plenty of daylight out, and Maybe it's not reflected too well with the fact that we can't really see the clouds, but yeah, if you turn down the brightness a little bit, you can see that those clouds are covering up everything and make things. So McMahon will send this away. Graham picks it up on a hop, immediately fires it back in. But yeah, it's just, it's interesting. Oh, hold on here. That was out of play. Good hustle there from the Roadrunners. Excuse me, the Roadrunners. Heading again back out towards Bellatad, who picks that one up. Another player goes down for the blue and white. Just about halfway through the second half, Vikings lead the Roadrunners 3-0. Todd on a hop, picks it up to her left.
Way to be in there ready. Good job, Mike. Come on, girls. You got this.
Nice. And we got another whistle there. Danley finding some space, cuts it to the right, and it's blocked by Todd.
Keep shooting, White! Keep shooting, White! Come on, girls!
Over to the right-hand side. Ziegler back to Marshall with a couple of Ocean players in between. Some heavy back and forth here as we enter the final 20 minutes of this one. This one is a high shot. That goes up and over and past Bella Todd to her left.
Keep fighting for it, White!
Ziegler has this one again, back to Marshall. Takes a shot, and there's the streak ender! Casey Marshall not only scores the Roadrunners' first goal, but across 28 goals and 6 games. That is Ocean County's first surrendered goal this season.
All right, do it again. Let's go.
Wow. The Vikings have played over 400 minutes of soccer this season, and that was their first surrendered goal after 28 unanswered. It's 3-1. Marshall seemed destined to score that goal, and he got it from deep. Marshall with her 4th goal of the year. That gives her 10 points on the campaign. With 2 goals in their 11-3 win over Middlesex back on September the 10th. And a goal in the on the 14th over Sussex County. So all 4 goals she's had this year has been on her home turf. Nasatki crosses over. Takes another shot that Todd blocks and now takes out. So Ziegler on the assist. Here's the corner. Just a little bit too high, and she did it again! Marshall, for a second time, drives it home. And what did we just mention? This is a brand new ball game here in Sewell. And the Roadrunner faithful are loving it. As like we said, after over 400 minutes of shutout ball for the Vikings, they allow 2 in 2 minutes. 3-2 game. We are right back where we started, or about to be. Woo! We're back. 18-25 is the current count.
Roadrunner goes to by number 15, Casey Marshall. Assisted by number 8, Ava Pingo. Time of the goal, 72 minutes.
Stay on her!
So Marshall with 2 goals in 2 minutes.
Fight! That's it! Woo!
Now things are very, very different. And the energy and the momentum seems to be right back at the Roadrunners' side. Marshall had that, but just ran out of gas at the last second. Marshall, or Rael Marshall, that is, back to Bellamore. She takes a shot. Oh, we're tied! We are tied up! 3 goals in 3 minutes. Bellamore from downtown. 3-3 game. How about that? Moore for 1, Marshall for 2. And overall, we are back at square one with 17 minutes to play, 3-3. I just felt that in the air when Marshall got that first goal. It felt like the pressure was back on.
Right, there's a lot of time. Keep it up.
And not only is there time for Ocean to come back, there's time for the Roadrunners to add on some more. I mean, this is an incredible comeback. 3 goals in 3 minutes. And the Roadrunners have not only brought the energy back into my voice, but the energy back into everyone lining these grandstands this afternoon. Oh, she takes a fall there. Thought it might have been a hand for a second. So in the 72nd minute, this one's a shot to the right and out of play. Actually, hold on. That's still in play. Roadrunners ball runner was going to grab that one, but because of the backspin, it basically just stuck right there. Nasadka is there. She gets past everybody. She has a nice crossover. Still trying to work through this. Doesn't get it. Marshall takes over. Sliding and hanging on to that one is Rory Hagan. I mean, the energy is back to 100 here. Took a slide, but no fall. Back to Hagan again. Hagan, the sophomore, with 4 goals this season. Back to Pino. Now we've got another breakaway. Kogan was in on that one, but Ocean ends up taking over. I mean, for all of the action that we've seen in this second half, if this all ends in a tie, that would be very disappointing. And Stephen Hart commanding at his players. And hold on, we're going to have a time stoppage here. 15:03. So we'll have our subs. I didn't. Oh, I see. It was Bryn Danley that was down. So they stopped the clock. She'll walk off under her own power, and she'll be met at the sideline by the athletic trainer to make sure that she's okay. And again, you heard very, very vividly there Graham defending her teammates. We are at 15 minutes left in the second half. Remember, in this scenario, there is no overtime. So if this game is tied after 90, that's what we'll go home with as the final result. This might break through from Graham. It does not. Some heavy traffic. Oh, things are, hold on here. She took a straight shot at. Wow. Things have boiled over fast. You could see that.
Red flag.
Leilani Borges was in on that one with Graham.
Time's gotta go.
And these two got together. The clock is still running. They got to get somebody's attention over on the sideline. They finally do and stop the clock at 14:12. But things have gotten intense with a couple of maybe even some swings being taken, and the referees are gonna have to sort this out. I mean, somebody must have said something, but the Roadrunners are pulling themselves together. I mean, I don't have a replay of that, unfortunately, but you can rewind the tape on your own on YouTube and take a look at that. As what are they going to decide here? They're going to pull a yellow, and we've got a red card as well. So that's Graham that just got thrown out. She slams the ball into the ground. And things have gotten heated between Ocean and RCSJ. Graham is not happy that she got thrown out, but the home fans are also not happy that Borges didn't get tossed as well. And I don't think any cards were assessed to Ocean.
All right, girls. White, girls, play your game.
And now, you know, look at this. They're staunchly defending Graham. And they are not happy with the referees. They are pulling themselves out. And obviously, a lot of things are going to have to get sorted out here because yeah, I was looking back at the replay. It looked like a punch was thrown. I mean, just looking back at it in slow motion. But the problem is that now the Roadrunners now have to switch gears and find an emergency goalie. I mean, Graham was already on thin ice for her yellow card in the first half. And that was with some extracurriculars that happened after after the Roadrunners surrendered that penalty kick. That made it a 3-0 game in the first place. They've now come back, and it seems like all of this progress has now been somewhat rattled by this series of events. So this is going to be an interesting series of events. I don't even know who is in goal, honestly. I don't know who changed clothes on the sideline. I don't know who is the new goalkeeper. It sounds like it's Sarah Nasadka who has taken over in goal as an emergency goalkeeper for the Roadrunners. But I mean, there's just heavy tensions all over the place, not just with RCSJ, but also with Ocean County as well, because in that altercation, I mean, there were two sides to that. And I think there's some RCSJ fans that aren't happy that the Ocean players that were involved in that did not get penalized. Wow. So now that the dust has settled, Graham is out of the game. This will be penalty shot for the Vikings. It gets blocked, and it goes to the left in the Saki. So we are back running again with 14 minutes left, and got heavy intensity for women's soccer here on this Tuesday afternoon. And now the Vikings set up for a corner. Here we go. This one's got a good angle on it. But you gotta consider that the Roadrunners are kind of playing at a disadvantage right now because they have the emergency goalkeeper in, which is Nasadka. They're also losing one of their leading forwards because she has to attend to the goal. I mean, things have gone from 0 to 110. But Nasadka, like we said, a former teammate at Williamstown with Lauren Graham, she has 6 goals and 5 assists this year, and now they have to kind of put those to the side as she will step in as the emergency goalkeeper. And we're going to have a foul here. But I imagine there will be some choice words at the end of this game, whether it's between coaches or between players and officials. We've already heard those choice words. I mean, Graham that is the most fired up I've seen a player in a long time, and that basically directly led to her being thrown out. But you know, if you're on the Roadrunners side, you know, you can obviously say that, and I would agree with you that Graham is defending her teammates. And you just heard her, she's got her backpack on. She just said, "I'll cheer for you in the locker room." 12 minutes left. I mean, you got your money's worth. Oh, she tripped up there. Blankenship tripped up. Trying to look through this glare here with the sun setting a little bit. So this will be a throw in for the Vikings. Goes over towards Blankenship. Again, creating some space. Falling away. Nasatki rolls over and she's got that. So she takes care of business and will punt this one away. And Kogan back over to Casey Marshall.
The ref's a jerk. You guys, now we know. Punch, you only get a yellow.
Let's go. Stay in the game.
Your teammates, you get a red flag. According to that guy. Punch him, you only get yellow flags.
This should be like a whole thing on your whole team.
That ball went right to us up here in the booth.
Thank you. Stay on her. Stay on her. Megan, stay on her. Good job, Alyssa.
Now under 10 minutes to play. Remember, like we said, no overtime period here in the collegiate marks. And another little shoulder check there. Staying on her feet, though, is Silva.
Yeah, nice work, Lloyd. Keep up, Lloyd.
I mean, like we said, RCSJ now having to play the remainder of this 9-minute and 15-second half with an emergency goalkeeper. I don't even know if Nasatki has suited up in goal this year, because it seemed like we didn't show it on the sideline, but they basically swapped jerseys is what it was. I mean, I think she is still wearing Graham's number 1, and here comes an opportunity. They did it! They completed the comeback, and the Roadrunners have taken the lead for 3. 8:51 left, and the improbable has happened as the Roadrunners erase a 3-0 deficit, and they complete the comeback with an emergency goalkeeper hanging on. And now they have another 9 minutes to defend. And now, for the first time tonight, they have a lead. And one of the themes that we had heard all night was play your own game. And that's Isabella Moore that was on the goal. I was going to say Vikings have another chance there, trying to chip into that one. Roadrunners got the possession back. Now with Ziegler. And Nasatki dives. She's got it. How about this? This is far and away one of the best games that we've covered, not just as a part of the Roadrunner Network, but also just for soccer in general. I mean, we've done a great yeah. you could hear that on the punt. She said sorry. I mean, hey, high pressure situation as an emergency goalkeeper in a 1-goal game. I can't blame her. Not her fault there. But you got to imagine Ocean would be beside themselves if they did not score with Nasatki in goal. That one goes out of play up the hill. But I mean, we did a boatload of high school games last year, men and women's, and we saw some good games. Probably the best game that we saw last year was Palmyra and Burlington Township. That was a game that Falcons led 2-0, and then Palmyra scored 4 goals in 5 minutes, take a 4-2 lead. Very similar storyline to this game, except without as much drama, we should say. That one didn't have any ejections. Lauer tosses it in. Man, I gotta let myself breathe for a moment there. This is an incredible comeback. Might be in territory for a DWB Classic. I don't know. We've already added one game this year to the DWB Classics folder. That was Collingwood Clayton for football. So we're on a DWB Classic watch here. I love to say it. I think we're on a Classic watch here. RCSJ has already had one DWB Classic game in the playlist, which was the Region 19 semifinals between Brookdale and RCSJ back in May. Nisaki dives to the left. She's got it. I mean, every save comes with that nerve-wracking uncertainty of, is she going to make that save? Is she going to be able to pull it off? Pulls off another punt back to Kogan on the goal kick. Now it's back to Casey Marshall. I mean, right now the Roadrunners are back in the driver's seat. They have bloodied and thick and thin driven their way back into the driver's seat. I mean, this game seemed like it was dead as a doornail in the second half. I mean, you know, look, there were two early goals, and then they added on the third, and I'm thinking, well, things aren't really looking great. RCSJ was out of step, out of composure, and that one goes out of play. They were contesting whether the ball was in Ocean's possession. Ocean threw it back in, and the Roadrunner faithful said that it was their ball. But obviously the man in orange disagreed with that, as another one rolls up the hill to our right. So, you know, right now, this is just a situation of hanging on for dear life. Because right now, the Roadrunners would like an insurance goal, but now Nisaki stops it. I mean, this has been a great showing by the emergency goalkeeper, Nisaki. She pops this one up. I mean, in the year that these girls graduated in 2023, Williamstown girls soccer went 15-5 under Dan Torcasio. And Nisatka, the senior on that team, drove home 7 goals and 2 assists in her senior year for 12 total goals as a high schooler. Under 4 minutes now. And if you're just joining, you probably got a phone from a friend, because that could be how you got here. And even if you've been watching since the first minute, thank you guys for sticking with us. This has been a phenomenal soccer game. Sliding and a foul. Clock stops at 3:03. So an injury stoppage seemed like for a injury. 3:03 left. Clock will restart. This was a foul on Ocean. There was a quick stoppage for an injury. I would imagine some people might have to take separate ways to their cars after this. Because even some banter amongst the fans has heated up a little bit between the Ocean faithful and the Roadrunner faithful. There comes a little one back to Bella Todd. Working the best we can to get through that glare. So we apologize in advance. 2:38 and counting. If Ocean falls in this one, they would fall to 5-1 on the campaign. And their next game will be on the 3rd on Thursday versus Hagerstown. And for the Roadrunners, Ocean wanted a hand called there. That was a close call. I couldn't tell from what I was looking at. I mean, things have been intense for basically the entirety of the second half. Ever since that third goal was scored by Ocean that got Graham that yellow card. Now Ocean has it back. Casey Marshall coming in with a heat-seeking missile, and that goes out of play. This crowd is louder than it's been all night.
White ball.
White ball.
And now clock will stop at 1:41. Not sure what the clock stopped for.
Why didn't stop the clock?
Yeah, what? Why?
Start the clock.
I'm not sure why the clock was stopped. There was no injury timeout and there was no card issued.
Why did you stop the clock, ref?
I mean, it wasn't an accident. It was a command. And now it resumes at 1:37. Not sure what happened there. I mean, even as somebody who's not a proclaimed soccer expert, I don't see a legitimate reason as to why that clock needs to be stopped. There was no apparent injury that I saw, and there was no card to be given, and even for a normal penalty, that doesn't constitute, or for a normal foul, excuse me, that doesn't constitute stopping the clock. But the Roadrunners now with a minute left, looking to space out the ball and prevent Ocean from having any opportunities. Remember, no overtime, even if Ocean pulls off a goal. Hogan's going to bring this back the other way. Even if they don't score, you just waste some time off the clock and you prevent them from getting any momentum. This is off towards the far side with Danley. The Roadrunners would improve to 6-2-1 with a win, which has been an incredible testament to how they've played after going down 3-0 early in the second half and their goalkeeper getting a yellow card. They scored 3 goals in 5 minutes and then added on a 4th. And that will go out of play. And listen to this crowd. As the clock hits 10, people pack their bags. Sarah Nasadka goes to the sideline, and the Roadrunners pull off an impeccable comeback win 4-3. What a comeback for RCSJ. As after trailing 3-0 in the second half, they stun the unbeaten Ocean County Vikings. And even after an altercation and after playing the final 15 minutes with their leading scorer as the emergency goalkeeper, the Roadrunners somehow pull off a comeback win and knock off the previously unbeaten Vikings. Unbelievable. Ocean County had scored 28 goals going into this game without surrendering a single goal. They had
thrown 5 straight shutouts going into today, and it looked like after the first half and after the penalty kick that they were well on their way to a 6th, but RCSJ disrupts those plans and makes it a 4-3 comeback win, as it looks like these guys maybe not shaking hands at midfield after that kind of after how intense that second half was and after the bad blood that might have existed there. But what an unbelievable match. You do not get much better than that. And folks, we do have a DWB Classic, our first one added since August 30th, 2024, with the Collingswood Panthers and the Clayton Clippers in their football game. It is the second RCSJ event added, and our first soccer game to be added to the list since Deptford and Audubon in youth girls soccer on December 4th, 2022. From our entire crew here at DWB, Ocean takes home a 4-3 loss, and the Roadrunners pull off an impeccable comeback from our social media coordinators, Brandon DeKagerland and Keely Curran, our graphics crew, Gavin Van Rel and Caleb Lane. I am Dan Wilkins. Big thanks to Ben Nicholas for setting up this equipment for us this afternoon. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow night from our home studio with some virtual sim racing in the simulated competitive online racing experience from Charlotte Motor Speedway. And then our next live broadcast on the air will be Thursday, September 3rd in boys soccer action between the Pittman Panthers and the Audubon Green Wave. That'll be all for us tonight as the Roadrunners march our way after a thunderous 4-3 comeback win. And it's about moments like that. There you go. They bowed to the crowd, and I guess you could call that a successful second act. We'll see you guys tomorrow from our home studio in Pittman and on Thursday in Audubon. Like we said, our Friday night football schedule this week is going to have a Florence Cinnamon tilt in the West Jersey Football League. That is all for us tonight. Roadrunners pull off an incredible 4-3 comeback victory. That'll be all. Have a good one, folks.